Aquarius, how's it going? Welcome to your Astroflower reading for Pluto going from Capricorn into, yes, Aquarius. Yes, I think we are moving into the age of Aquarius. Now that's going to last around about 2,100 and something days. I'm not going to do a reading for that because you're not going to be around, I'm not going to be around. Well, we might be, but in a different body, you never know. Yes, so... yeah, I've done a collective reading on it, and it's moving. Twice it goes into Aquarius, and the final time it goes into Aquarius is in November, and that's when we move into the age of Aquarius. And it's coming firstly into Aquarius at the beginning in January the 21st, and then comes back into Capricorn on September, October, November, and then goes definitively into Aquarius. It brings in a lot of community, a lot of creation, creative ideas, doing things, using mechanics in a very creative way. So using material world in a very creative way in order to create something new. There's also a structure in time as well, which we haven't had within Capricorn. And it's much more sort of ordained, as it were, about timings and stuff like that. But it's all to do with humanity and communities. So yeah, you'll be able to see that on the collective reading. We're just going to see for you how that sort of transitions into that. So we've got the overall energy here. We've got the karmic message for your spirit or your emotional path. We've got the karmic message for your material, your jobs, business and finance and that sort of thing. Influence from the universe. Influence from Pluto when it was in Capricorn. Influence from Aquarius as it goes into Aquarius and the general outcome there. So yeah, thank you very much for being here. I hope you have a lovely reading. Let's just see what's going on. There's a lot of exploration and understanding as well that the general energy is bringing you here. There's a lot of ideas and there's converting those ideas into reality. That's what the learning process is of the Page of Swords. You should be getting a lot of ideas, a lot of stimulation in this time. And it's a stimulation of cutting through the mist that could have been Capricorn, because Capricorn, it's Capricorn sort of like distilled the material side. So it started in 2008 with the banking crisis. It brings things down and sort of looks at everything and says what works and what doesn't work. And when they do that, it creates a lot of dust. And you seem to be, the overall energy is giving you that energy to cut through that dust, cut through those sort of clouds in order for you to see clearly how to develop and how to create a whole new cycle out of Capricorn. Okay, let's have a look. We'll see what's going on in your karmic path. Look at that. Really good quality work. I've noticed this within Aquarius over the last year. You've been setting up this position on your spiritual path or in your emotions. You've been setting up a way of being, how you position yourself in regards to other people that are around you. And it's a very respectful position. It's very defined. At the beginning, it may not have been everybody's cup of tea, but people come round to it. Once they know, then people come round to it. And I think you're starting to realise that the world is coming round to your way of thinking. That's what I'm getting. And it's bringing forward people who have also gone through the similar sort of understandings and gone through the similar sort of experiences you've had in your life, which makes you feel, one thing, that you're not alone in your experience, but also brings in really strong long-term relationships. As I said, Aquarius is all about family, humanity, community, that sort of thing. You seem to be, your karmic path seems to be that you are a prime participant within this whole process. The universe here is giving you patience. Is it patience? I got a funny feeling it's patience. I think the universe is sort of saying, Aquarius, be patient with the people that are around you. They may not fully understand, you seem to understand, but I think this is, the universe is bringing you impatience for everybody that is around you. That's what I'm getting out of here. The universe may be bringing you patience that you can then give to the outside world. So you can give your patience to the outside world, and willing to listen and hear things out before you make a judgment. That sort of thing. That's the sort of scenario I think the universe is bringing to you. What did Capricorn help you to understand? The downside, I guess, the negative side of life, the negative side of things, the negative side of people, the people's weaknesses collectively or individually, or spiritual weaknesses, and the reason it's exposed that is so then you can be spiritually stronger. And therefore you can help other people who may be, you may end up as a therapist, helping other people to sort of come to terms with their weak side of life, because we all have our weak sides. It's our shadow side of our life, in order to help them to be a lot stronger within themselves. And I think this is also true for you. You've seen a lot of life, and you've seen a lot about, your own personal weaknesses, and that could be very small weaknesses, and it could be massive weaknesses. But I think Capricorns help you. As I said, Capricorn sort of like breaks things down and see what works. And I think this is where Capricorn helped you to see your your weaker side of yourself, basically, which is going to make you incredibly stronger. What is the Pluto in Aquarius helping you in the future? It's bringing things to the surface. And as I said, at the beginning, people may not have thought that, you may not have seemed like everybody's cup of tea in a way. But that is because you positioned and you could not be manipulated. And that is a really good thing. But because of this, it's now bringing people back to your way of being. And this is bringing a lot of emotions to the surface that wasn't necessarily in that plan before, in that positioning. And it's going to force you to examine not the physical side of life, but more a case of the emotional side of life. And emotional engagements as well. But this comes from deep within you. And it's that deep connection with yourself and the people that are around you is going to bring, I think, very lovely emotions to the surface. It's almost as if like you're falling in love with the human race or life itself or something like that. It's just bringing up a sort of scenario that you may not have experienced before. And it's helping you to examine it in a very, very beautiful and productive way. What's the general outcome? The world. This is what I said. It makes you feel like this is sort of bringing up, I think, really nice things that bring up the idea that you're falling in love with humanity or you're falling in love with the world. There's a falling in love with something, and it's just a whole new experience for you. It's a very light and gentle energy that's coming to you. Very like wisdom in a way, beautiful wisdom that's coming to the surface in you because you're doing this good quality work. You've already done a lot of it already within Capricorn. Now you're going to start doing it within Aquarius itself. So yeah, it's a revelation for you, I think, more than anything else. A beautiful revelation for you. On your material side, this is where things, and I think they have been turning in your favour over the past year and a half, maybe two. But your karmic mission is to create that wheel of fortune, to propel it into a new. I've done the collective reading as well, and it's all about a new system. There's a big shift going on in the ways in which we see things and everything like that, and this whole new way of doing things, this whole new sort of commerce and this finances and everything like that, and how businesses are run. I think you're going to be. Your karmic path is to seize upon that and help to explore that sort of like that wheel of fortune that can produce so much beautiful stuff. The universe here has given you the eight of swords. Normally I would say that it's you caught in a rut. I don't think that at all. I almost feel that what I'm getting off of here is that you don't have to, you don't have to look too far. Things are going to come to you. It's almost telling you, I think, I almost get like the universe is sort of kind of saying to you, Aquarius, stop, allow it to come to you. Allow don't go anywhere. Allow everything to come to you. That's what I feel like the universe is sort of trying to say here. It may be a case for some of you that the change of fortune here is also to do with a change of luck in your life, that you have been in a rut, because there is that aspect of it as well that does come to the surface. But yeah, but allowing that change to come to you is going to allow you to get that new job. And that's when you're going to free yourself up because things are coming to you. And I think that is the ultimate goal for you. What's Capricorn brought you? Dead, done and dusted with. It closes off a lot of things. Capricorn, you start a project and then it drops on it, just stops. And then you start another one, it stops. You start another one, it stops. And Capricorn is a bit like that. It's sort of like every time it stops, you've got to go back to the beginning and redo it again. That's what I mean about Capricorn. Sort of brings everything down and see what works. And there's a lot of things that, Capricorn stopped you from running around doing things that were not very constructive for you. And it's dead, done and dusted with. That old way of being, Aquarius, is over. You ain't doing it no more. Loads of cards coming out there. You're not doing it anymore. There's a big shift coming in for you, I think. Oh. Then you get a Capricorn card. The devil is in the detail. That's what Capricorn does. When it breaks things down, it gives you a lot of detail. And I think what's happening here is with this devil card here is what you're bringing to the party, or what you're bringing to your career path and your business and your all of those sort of aspects of it all. The thing you're bringing down is fine detail of doing things correctly. Without getting distracted, it's almost asking you to be obsessive about the detail, how it works, how you can make things work for you. And I think that's what's going to really drive your fortune more than anything else. Let's just see what the overall outcome is for you. Four of Pentacles. Self-reliance is what I'm getting here. This could be sort of like holding on to something too tightly and everything like that. I don't think so. I think this is where you've, through your experiences over the past 10, 15 years, which is 16 years is when Pluto has been in Capricorn, through that past experiences, you're realizing that you've got to spend your energy, your time, your money, your effort wisely. And you're not going to give it away cheaply. Aquarius, you're just going to allow it to sort of you're going to spend wisely the way in which you do things. Let's just see it. We'll do a bit of clarification with the Light Seers cards. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you get the best out of all of these readings. I really do, and I really do appreciate all the support you give to this channel. Absolutely blinding. Let's see what goes on with this. The Page of Swords. You get the Five of Wands. This is a learning curve as well card. learning curve card. This is learning about being your best example of yourself. And I think this is what Capricorn is really getting out of you. It's getting all that rubbish out of you. I think that's what Capricorn has really helped you to do. And this is now allowing you to finally be the best example of yourself. And the energy wants you to do this and involve those brilliant ideas that you have and allow them to come to fruition within your life. On your karmic path, yeah, happiness should be your goal. I think this is through that good quality work, as I say, that I think you've been doing for the year already, and you're still going to be doing it. It's going to make you, it's going to bring you a lot of happiness, but it's also going to shine a little bit of a light on you as because of the good quality work you've done. And people are going to want to be with you. People are going to want to, you know, they will gravitate towards you because of this sort of authority you will carry throughout this time. Really beautiful, and more than anything else, it will bring you enormous amount of happiness. With the Temperance cards, you get the Temperance card. I seriously think this is what what I said. The universe, twice you get the Temperance card here. You know, the universe is bringing you patience with others who may not understand the feeling, because when Pluto is in Aquarius, it's going to be for you. You're going to take the full front of it. I'm a Capricorn. When Pluto was in Capricorn, I feel like I've been in the, you know, been the first affected by Pluto in our sign. It's been a journey. Let's put it that way. So you know, patience is a virtue, and I think you're going to have this patience in abundance. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Capricorn made you, help you to realise all the your weaknesses and etc. And now it's bringing you into all your strengths. That's what Capricorn's helping you to do. A lot of security, and it's through the tree of knowledge, the Queen of Pentacles, that brings it in, because it is a Capricorn card. The Queen of Pentacles is a Capricorn card. It's not going anywhere. It knows what it wants and knows how to get it. And it will be determined about it. And I think this is now becoming one of your strengths and what Capricorn has brought to you. With the Moon card, you get the Four of Cups. Yeah, there is a distilling, and I think this is what Aquarius will bring you. It will distill these three cups here that are part of the past and actually create a new one. And that's what that world is all about. And I think this is where you're creating this love for life. That's what I think you're creating here. And I think it's bringing up a lot of things that are really deep within you and deep within the people that are around you, within the collective that is around you. Makes for a very beautiful, realization, basically. A really beautiful energy. With that Well card there, you get the Page of Swords. You've now got the Page of Swords twice. What is going to come out of that is really this, and being the best example of yourself. You know, this is this whole new cycle that you're going into, and it's bringing those ideas to the surface and allowing, you know, it's almost, I think what it's sort of saying here is these ideas that you had, that you've been having and you're implying in your life, are now coming to fruition in a whole new cycle. That's the whole general outcome of it all, is these beautiful ideas that you can then contribute enormously to your spirit and your relationships and your emotions in a very, very beautiful way. It's a very humbling energy in a way. It's a very humbling energy, lovely energy. With the Wheel of Fortune, you get the Page of Wands. I thought we had the Page of Wands out there somewhere as well. Yeah, you get the Page of Wands. This is learning how to apply your passions. Because you can get passionate about things, but if you forget the detail, that passion could be really dangerous for you. It could create a lot of mess. And I think this is where you've got to, the Wheel of Fortune, or things playing in your favour, is the big learning curve for you, is knowing not to go into excess. You know, not allowing yourself, your passions to make you blind about your future. It seems to be a bit of a learning curve here. Or it could be a way of engaging in your passions in a very, very productive way. And using your passions in a which become very fruitful for you as you go forward. With the 8 of Swords, you get the 7 of Wands. I think this is it. You can see here, she's got this, this light glowing on her solar plexus. She's sat in her bubble. The wands are coming to her. You know, she's sat on 6 wands, and there's one wand that's trying to burst her bubble. But here, I think, is where you've got to allow things. I think the universe is saying, have confidence within you, allow things to come to you. That's what I think the universe is sort of saying here. That's how you need to engage with this Pluto in Aquarius energy. With the, look at that, you've got the 5 of Pentacles as well on that side. I think there's a lot of things that Capricorn has made things, you know, that dead, done and dusted with, that are over with. And it's your weak side of life. That's what it is. It's the weaknesses that you might have had whilst doing business projects or doing your job. Those are all the things you're leaving behind. And this is what's driving that wheel of fortune within you. You get the Devil card in Aquarius here. So how is Pluto and Aquarius affecting you, Aquarius? You get a 5 of Swords. The devil's in the detail, and sometimes when you're talking or you're investigating a project, a business or a job or whatever it is, or you're engaging with people, once you start listening and listening to the detail, you may realize that a lot of the things that are going on around you within the material world, not worth fighting over. And you're walking away and walking towards something that is a direction that is good for you, that just stops any sort of any sort of conflict that's not worth your time. That's not worth you winning at all. And I think the devil is helping you here with the finer detail to have you to be a little bit more obsessive about what you want to get out of life. And I think in order to do that, there needs to be a heavy amount of structure in what you do. You know, real sort of 9 of Wands. Did the 9 of Wands come out? No. 9 of Wands sort of energy there. That you have to have really good, healthy boundaries. Otherwise, you may find yourself caught up in sort of situations that you get very passionate about, but and that's, you know, it ties in a little bit to that overall energy as well. You get really passionate about, but then when you finally win, it's like kind of going, oh, I've wasted all that time on that, and I didn't really get anything out of it. And that's what's going to breed that 4 of Pentacles sort of scenario. Yeah. With the 3 of Swords. I think this is what stops you from getting emotionally hurt by getting into situations that are not worth winning, that cause you pain, that are emotionally driven rather than actually being practically driven. On your financial side and your job and your business, you've got to remain focused and practical in the way in which you do things. If you do that, I think you're going to get some very good success out of it all. Sorry about that. Had a bit of a cut on technology there. I do apologise. Yes, so there you go, Aquarius. I wouldn't be hard on yourself, and I think there's a big transition that is happening within the financial world, particularly a big shift in the way in which we engage in information and don't get so manipulated about it all. And I think you have a very strong role to play here, Aquarius. It's almost as if like the crown is being passed to you, and for you to define the pathway. And I think you're going to define it a lot more on the financial side. There you go. I will see you soon. Thank you very much for being with us, Aquarius. Yes, in the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.